Okay guys, today I would like to show you how to convert your car from auto to manual by low budget. Okay, today I will use this gear knob. This gear knob is a brand that I personally like very much, and this knob is for automatic transmission. I will modify and exchange it with the gear knob of my original car. And this is the gear knob leather cover. I will also modify it on my car too. Okay, now you just need to move the gear handle of your car down so that you can open out your screws easily. This tool I bought from DIY. It's very cheap and very useful. You should have this too. The gear handle of my car has two screw holes. Both screws must be unscrewed before the gear handle can be replaced. Of course, the number of screw holes in the gear handle is different for each car, depending on the model of your car. When the original car's gear knob has been removed, you need to see which parts are redundant. If you don't need them, just remove them. It's time to install this new gear knob. These parts cannot be discarded. They must be used during installation. These black plastics depend on the size of your car's original gear knob. The size of each car's gear knob is different, so it depends on your size and which one you need to use. For a car like mine, you don't need it because the black plastic is too small for my car. So if I replace it, I just need to put the gear lever directly on it and it can be used. This brand of gear knob has 3 screw holes. All 3 screw holes must be locked for safety. Otherwise, you are afraid that the baffle will come off while shifting gears. Please note here that when you lock it for the first time, don't lock it too tightly, because you need to check the height and position of the handle, and whether it is the position you want. After confirming, tighten the 3 screws. Tighten them all. Also, after you lock it, you must try to shift gears to see if it will fall off. If it does, you must check whether it is put in place and whether the parts are assembled. That's it. Steps for modify the gear knob. If you want to replace the cloth like me, you need to install the cloth before installing the gear lever. I will show you how. The same is true for the silver ring on the cloth. It depends on the size of your car's gear knob. The size of each car's gear knob is different. For me, the size of this silver ring is very different from the size of my car's gear knob. It was too small again, so I decided to remove it. The steps to assemble this cloth are actually very simple. Just open the shell inside the car, stuff the cloth in, and then close the cover. When assembling the cloth, you need a little patience. You can find some hard tools to use as tools for stuffing the cloth. For me, I choose to use a card to stuff it because it is thinner and easier. When the cloth is installed, you can assemble your new gear knob. It will look like this after assembly. Remember that you also need to try to shift gears after assembly, because see if the cloth will prevent you from shifting gears. Because sometimes if the cloth is too tight or too small, the cloth will cause you to shift incorrectly when you shift gear.